Welcome to your review of Top Gear Series 27, Episode 2. If you have not yet seen the episode, please do so now by visiting the BBC iPlayer. This week's episode saw the Top Gear trio travel to Mansfield to test out the electric car market. We had Paddy McGuinness turn up in an electric Nissan Leaf. I presume it was an 11-year-old Leaf, as Chris said back in the studio. We had Freddie Flintoff turn up in a Subaru Boxster type pickup truck, and Chris Harris turned up in an electric Spitfire. Now, this whole idea of electric cars, yes, there's big push on them for the government here, both here and in the UK, to get them out on the road by next year or the year after. And by 2030, apparently, there is going to be no sale of petrol or diesel cars available here and presumably in Europe when it kicks off by 2030. So I can see where they're coming from with the whole electric vehicle thing, but some people will take them, others won't. I'm very much a petrol head and I would like to stay that way, but if anything changes in the run up to introducing these electric cars, then I'm all for it. First off, the presenters had to go to Mansfield and put themselves through tests in which they had to recreate the game with where you had the stick and it was on the electric wires. They did that, but they did it with cars instead. And being honest, it made for a very entertaining watch. I watched it twice since airing on BBC Two, and I was in belly laughs after it. It was that funny. I will leave links to the cars and whatnot up in the description, or up in the info card, and of course links to websites and all that below in the description. We then had the 24 minutes of Le Mans field, basically their piss take of 24 hours of Le Mans, and basically the premise behind this challenge was to see how long each presenter could go for 24 minutes without running out of electricity. If I'm correct, Chris Harris was the winner of this one, or he lost this one, and somehow either Freddie or Paddy came first. I can't remember which one. I think it was Freddie Flintoff. Yeah, Freddie came first, Paddy was second, and Chris was last. So it just goes to show, although the reason he came first was because he cheated. Instead of having electric motors in his car, which is what should have been done, he had electric motors in the back of his car and a diesel powered engine, which is why he he cheated, and but all in all it was very funny and it's guaranteed a watch. Now we move on to the Tesla Model 3 review that Chris Harris does. First off, this is a brand new model from Tesla. I don't know how many models are going to come out of the Tesla factory, only if Elon Musk decides to stop the production of the Tesla, but that is only, with the way things are going, I don't see that happening. And Chris said basically at the beginning he's going to drive it like a normal car, give it all normal pointers, and why he is so invested and interested in the electric economy for cars. Now he put this through a drag race and test between every other car in the class. So it was Mercedes, BMW, everything. and when I say everything, I mean like 5 or 6 cars in this class. It's nothing. It's not everything, but it's something. And surprisingly, there was a slim gap between the electric and the petrol, although petrol got there in the end, and there's still a margin of petrol winning. So petrol won in the end, only by a short distance, but hopefully then they'll realise that fact and actually go, hang on a second, if we're going to start selling electric cars to the market, we are going to have to up our game and try and redesign the batteries to fit the electric cars that we produce. Or alternatively, they can simultaneously create one battery, and then that one battery fits all. Although if you're looking at the second-hand market, it might not be so, but if you're looking at the second-hand market for electric cars, that might not be the case, and you might end up with shorter distance of mileage compared to your newer model, which has more mileage than your previous one. So it all gets a bit messy in that, but yeah, I'm not one for electric cars yet, but if it goes that way, in that direction, which it looks like it does, there is a slim chance that I will catch on to the whole electric thing. People who know me know that I'm not quite ready to move on to the electric industry of cars. So hopefully, I'm just hoping, for the moment anyway, that petrol and diesel cars will hold out until, for the next few years anyway, until they're phased out of production, and then we move into the electric universe of cars. And then we had guests on this week, director of the film Yesterday, Danny Boyle, and actor Himesh Patel. Very interesting, straight into car history. Then they went on to the laps and all that, and did the recently priced Toyota supercar thing around the Top Gear track, and basically I think it's available on their YouTube channel, but basically I think Danny Boyle was the fastest out of the two of them. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below of what you thought of the episode, and of course for more videos like this and previews of upcoming episodes and series of the Grand Tour, and practically anything really, hit that subscribe button, and you'll get these videos straight to your inbox. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.